Everything is finally done on BlueSteel besides the flatbed. All right, you're never gonna believe what we are doing today on BlueSteel. Actually, you'll believe it. We're gonna paint the stuff that we fixed. I've already prepped the cab corner and the door. I saved you guys the trouble of watching me sand for an hour.
That's because you didn't do it.
Oh yeah, that's because I didn't do it. I had it done. That is the truth. I had somebody else sand it for me. So thank you to all my helpers. Without my team, I'd be nothing. And that's the truth. But I'd like to take a second and thank today's sponsor, Avalon King. Not only are they sponsoring this channel, they're bringing something super cool to the shop. We have what's called a muralist at the shop today. His name is Bill, and he's super cool. He's in the shop right now, getting all set up, and we're gonna be going back and forth and showing you guys the graffiti art that he's putting on the wall. It's gonna be super awesome. Can't wait for you guys to see it. But right now, we're gonna get BlueSteel pulled in. I'm gonna get it all masked up because tonight, when my painter goes home, I'm still in the paint booth and I'm painting BlueSteel. You guys won't even know that he went home because we're good like that. Oh, I'm gonna hit the camera person. I have to do a 25-point turnaround to get inside this shop. All right, so first thing, we're gonna open all the doors and let this thing cool down. Let it breathe for a minute. All right, so I'm getting this all masked up. Pablo just got done painting the last car for the day for the shop. And I'm gonna let that run out for a couple of hours. And then I'm gonna move BlueSteel into the booth and get it all pretty again. It's getting dark, but Steve's gonna pull BlueSteel in. We're gonna hurry mask it up, and I'm gonna get this thing painted. It's gonna be a late night, but we've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. All right, so I'm gonna hurry and get this all edged out in paper, and then what we'll do from there is I'll run some plastic on it. I prefer to put paper around everything and then put plastic and then tape the plastic to the paper. Otherwise, I've had paint blow off of plastic before and mess up my paint. There's a point where it could break, so I always put tape over top of that. All right, so that's all the paper we're gonna use. All right, so I've just about got all the plastic taped down. Got to make sure no overspray gets on BlueSteel. All right, so we're gonna get this waxed and greased. After that, we're gonna blow tack and static it. So I'm gonna get this all lathered up real nice like. I'm gonna wipe that off. There's some dust on there. Make sure and grab a clean rag to final this. Now I'm gonna wipe until this is dry. I'll use the static gun to actually dry all in the crevices and on the tape. Look at all that gunk. That would have gotten painted over. All right, you know what time it is? It's time to blow tack and static this sucker. So if you don't know what that is, we're gonna blow it, tack it, and then static control it. I'm just gonna go all the way around it, static control it all, call that good. Once we get the cab corner all static control, there's a spot of bare metal. So I'm gonna etch that out. We gotta put 2 coats of etch, back to back, and it has to sit for 10 minutes before we can put base coat on it. Just like that. All right, so we got a little bit of bare metal here. So we're just gonna put one little spritz. And actually, I don't think it's back to back. I think you have to wait 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll wait a few minutes, hurry and put it on again, and then we're gonna go out and mix some blue. The time has come to mix the paint for BlueSteel again, just like the time before, but this time for the door. That almost rhymed. To make Blue Jean Blue, which is the actual color name, look at that, Blue Jean Blue. Yeah, BlueSteel wears blue jeans on the outside. Next color is, what do you know? Blue. So weird that you would put blue in a blue. And look at how cool that looks. So all I gotta do now is put reducer in it. I'll bet that the muralist, I bet Bill the muralist knows how to paint something like that. Speaking of, I think he's gonna have that mural done tomorrow. Then I get to show you guys what it looks like. Thanks again, Avalon King. You guys know what's next. We're gonna go to the shaker and shake it. All right, so what this is called Clear Blender. We're gonna put colorless base coat on our blend panels, and while it's still wet, we're gonna put down base coat. That's how we do our blend. You didn't know? Now you do. All right, that's all shaken. So we're gonna get in the booth, get our base colorless down, get our blend down, and get this thing painted. So it's already blown, tack, and static. We're just gonna get right to it. Let's go time. All right, so now that my colorless base is down, just grab our blue and get right into it. All right, so I'm gonna let that metallics all sit and orientate, and I'll be back in 8 minutes to put a second coat on. Then, gloss sauce time. All right, so I've got this sucker blended. This will dry up, all the solvents will evaporate. We'll let this thing sit for another 8 minutes, grab some clear, and put some gloss sauce on with you guys. You might ask yourself, what are we doing in the paint booth in the dark? Well, check your work. Make sure you got coverage and color everywhere. You see things with different light. Looks like there's total and full opacity. Any of you that don't know what opacity means, Google it. This is good enough for clear. Let's go mix some clear up, get back in this booth, and get it done. Get this all blown, tacked, static controlled. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like real quick, then I'm gonna head home. So I think it turned out really awesome. I have nothing to complain about it. All right, so I just showed you guys what it looks like. I got my gun cleaned. Oh, I got safety glasses on. I got my gun cleaned out, but I'm tired, so I'm gonna head home. So tomorrow, Bill should be wrapping up the mural. I can't wait for you guys to see this thing finished. And we're gonna be getting a bed put on BlueSteel. So it is tomorrow. All right, so the guys got this pulled out of the booth, all unmasked. So we're gonna take it around to the mechanic shop and get this put back together. Then we've gotta buff it, ceramic coat it, put a bed on it, finish airbags. Got a lot of stuff to do. So Avalon King is having this mural put up. We already showed you guys and told you about it, but they also sent us lunch. So food just showed up. Yo, Bill, food's here. Sweet. Lunch is over. Thank you, Avalon King, for sending the shop pizza. We really enjoyed it, but now we're gonna go take a nap and get back to work on BlueSteel because we've gotta get that flatbed done. But Bill's just about done with the mural. It is looking so awesome. All right, so Bill's got this mural behind us completely finished, and it turned out awesome. So where can people find you at?
They can find me at BuiltSmoothest Art. That's my Instagram, Facebook, just all my social media platforms. It kind of represents me as an artist. And up in the Utah County area, I mean, Saratoga Springs, Eagle Mountain,
We'll make
all over the valley.
That's awesome. We'll make sure to put a link in the description and in the pinned comment below so you guys can go check them out. But this mural is gonna live here for the rest of its life, and it looks super awesome. So thanks again, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. And thank you, Avalon King, for bringing them in and putting this awesome mural on our wall. Cool. That's all we need. Lunch was awesome. We enjoyed it. Thank you, Avalon King, for sending that. And our new buddy, Bill. The mural turned out so awesome. I can't stop looking at it. I think it looks so good.
It's made him want to do the whole shop that way now.
Makes me want to finish every one of the white walls here. I've got to get this all put back together. And then Hillbilly is going to, here in a little bit, once we get this together, we're going to go get the telehandler, we'll get the bed off of the tow truck, and expertly install the flatbed for the final time.
Do you think a bed cart will hold the flatbed?
No. Put a little spray adhesive on here. This panel sticks. Whoever got into this door last, and I was told it was not Hefe, pulled the panel off and didn't re-adhere it.
Putting this corner cab molding on, and it's the one bolt is fighting me because I have too big of fingers. And that's not even working.
The panel is done.
I finally got it. That one's tightened. Now I can tighten the front one and finish putting this back together. Final piece. Seat belt, bolt, cap. This back seat will be done.
What's missing right here?
Oh, rubber still. We gotta find it.
I'm making a template for the emblem, so I can go to the other side and do it. So I like to just make tape marks everywhere. That's how I measure. I transfer it to the other side. All right, so there's my template. If that doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't make sense to me either, but it works. So here we go. This is gonna go there. That is going to go there. Bada bang, bada boom. Okay. And this door is expertly completed. Done. So all the body work, all the paint work, everything is finally done on BlueSteel besides the flatbed. I missed. Sorry, that was meant to hit the camera, not your face.
Found the weather stripping, so I gotta get it installed, and it runs all the way across the top and down the side.
All right, so we've got the doors all done. Everything's finished, emblems on, but we're gonna get this out and go and load the bed off the tow truck onto here to bring it inside. Look how cool that looks. All right, back it out. All right, so we're gonna get this flatbed put back on the truck right meow.
And explain why we had to put on the flatbed, or on the truck, back it in, lift it off, put it back on.
Because we need to get it in on the lift. And we can't get that in on the lift. So we're gonna put it on the truck, and then we're gonna drive the truck back there, and then we're gonna lift it off the truck, then we're gonna do everything. Then we're gonna set it back down. Just like that. Mr. Cody's gonna back the truck up. All right, start coming down slow. Down. Down. Okay. Now, tell them to boom out a little. Okay. All right, got it temporarily set on. We're gonna get back in the shop. All right, we made it in the shop finally. Look how good that looks on the wall. Don't skip ahead, because I want to talk to you about this company. All right, so I'd like to thank today's sponsor. You guys already know who it is. It's Avalon King. This isn't part of the scheduled ad, but I want to tell you guys what they're doing for my local community. So the reason I partnered with this company, and I like them so much, is they give back. They're not just lining their corporate greedy pockets with money because of you guys. So by you guys watching and purchasing their products, that allows Avalon King to give back. I love to give back, they love to give back. So Avalon King has actually made a $3,000 contribution to my local county fair. So at the Demolition Derby that you guys are gonna watch next Friday night, we are presenting them with a donation, and $3,000 of that came from Avalon King. So I would love for you guys to go support them. Click that link in the description, head over to Avalon King, and get this awesome, awesome deal that they're presenting us with. So today, we have a deal. It's Avalon King's Armor Shield Light. So basically, if you buy 2 of these, for $69.99, you're getting 2 for free. So that's 4 for the price of 2. Don't wait, because there is a limited quantity. The great thing about this Armor Shield Light is how easy it is to apply. It's literally a spray-on, wipe-off application. This can go over anything: plastic, mirrors, chrome, paint, powder coating. It will go over everything. It shines, protects, and it's super simple to use for the DIYers out there. So later on in the video, I'm gonna show you guys how to apply it because I'm gonna be ceramic coating the rest of this truck. So make sure you guys click that link in the description, head over to Avalon King, get yourself 4 for 2. This will go over any surface, wet or dry, as long as it's cleaned. So what you wanna do is grab your Avalon King Prep Shampoo, get this thing scrubbed down, or if you're lazy like me, grab some quick detailer, quick detail it, wipe it off, and then you're ready to apply your Armor Shield Light. Check this out. Just a quick little spritz, wipe it on, flip your rag over, wipe it dry, and smell the beautiful, beautiful scent. So the greatest quality about the Armor Shield Light is that it gets a superb gloss, and it's super simple. It virtually goes on and wipes off itself. So easy, anybody can do it. So make sure you click that link in the description, head over to Avalon King, get yourself 4 for 2, and thank you Avalon King for giving back to us and giving back to everybody that's watching and also my local community. I really greatly appreciate it. And we appreciate all of you guys, so let's get back to work.
Up, up, and away.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna grab everything, put this truck back together, get it all laid out, get our lighting ready, everything that goes into the bed. Hillbilly is working on mud flaps, Cody's helping us out, Steve's filming, we got a lot of stuff to do, but I have to take my daughter to Barbie tonight. Make fun of me, I don't care. My 5-year-old wants to go, I'm going.
You'll fall asleep.
That's fine, I'll sleep through it, but she'll enjoy it. Cody did notice that there's a light bulb out, and so we're gonna change that before the headache rack covers it.
So I gotta drill holes into the flat. There's no holes. There's a spot for holes, but that doesn't go all the way through. We can get one hole to line up, and it puts it flush with this edge right here. And so that's what we're going to do. And then we'll drill more holes where needed.
All right, I'm tickling my upper bolt, trying to get it on. So I've got the license plate light started. Now I'm going to use my fancy pocket tools, nifty screwdriver, sweet crescent. All right, we're getting it. All right, that light is installed. We'll grab some lock nuts. These are just normal hex head nuts. I'm gonna grab some lock nuts, put them on the backside, get them tightened up.
Kick my butt. Yeah, I need that impact. Putting a piece of tape across where these bolts are so I know where centered is. So that way the bolts are all in a line.
All right, one more piece of the puzzle. License plate. So I put locking flange nuts on the backside, so I didn't need to use washers, but that is done. So we're just gonna keep going.
I'm pulling this out so I can get a 2 or 3 size bigger bit, run through the rubber so it's not so hard to go through. Oh, look at that. Perfect, right where it's supposed to be. That's luck. I was just guesstimating, had it all holded up in place, drilled the holes with rubber. Didn't even measure or nothing. But I couldn't do it again.
I guarantee you couldn't.
Better be able to do it again because you got another side.
Let's see if I'm good again. I'm good enough to hit the spot again. Oh yeah. So I just ran a bigger size. I drilled the holes with the size of bit that we're using for the bolts because I went through the metal also. So now I just reamed the hole out about 3 sizes bigger so I'm not fighting to get the bolt in. So I'll get these on and then I'll grab the stuff I need to tighten them down.
So I'm getting these bolts put in for the camera. There's some powder coat in the holes, so it seems like it's got threads, but it doesn't. I'm just twisting it in. We're gonna put lock nuts on the backside. We're using lock nuts on every bit of this because we don't want it to rattle apart. All right, so this camera is going to be functional. Functional. We'll get it all tightened up, and then an emblem actually goes over top of it. Does this just push on?
Guess we'll find out.
Well,
Stuck.
it's on. Done. That's that. This is this. All right, so does it go brake light inside? Oh, sorry. I meant brake light, or I meant reverse light and I said brake light. Hillbilly knew what I was talking about. This clear light goes here.
All right, we got the first fill in, and we cut it, bent it at 90, and then where we seamed it, we'll get some RTV in the morning, go over the seams to help seal it up. Seals up just fine. It'll keep all of his tools dry until he rips the sill out.
Ow! That's your home! Go in your home! All right. we are expertly installed. So now I'm gonna go through and figure out all my wiring harness. My trailer plug, I believe, might be in Salt Lake at Kevin's. So we're gonna get a hold of Kevin, figure that out, and I think the turnover ball is there. So anyway, I'm gonna start figuring out wiring.
Finding all the washers and nuts for the ground wires. Found them, so I'm just putting them on there just so we don't lose them.
Hit the blinker. Put it in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna pull the plugs out, figure out which wire's which. Okay, sweetie. So I'm gonna finish hooking this up.
Hey, we gotta go 15 minutes.
All right, we're gonna see if this works. Hillbilly, does that have to go up? I think I can feel it. Okay, you get it. Cody, will you go put it in reverse? I just want to double check it before we get too far ahead. Oh, look at that. Look at it. All right, so the guys are gonna keep working for a little bit. I'm off to the movie with my daughter. I'll be back tomorrow morning and we'll get this bed installed, ready to go back to Matt.
It's time to run the air lines so that way we can get the bed set down so I can fix the fuel hose. Are there any of those Christmas tree zip ties out here?
They might work in that one. The other ones wouldn't because it's the same size as that.
Okay, stop. A little more. Okay, right there. Whoa!
Okay, fuel next in and we kink anywhere. Is the question. Yeah, we just gotta line this up here. We might have to loosen it to twist this, but so there's no, pressure on the hose. And then the depth, we definitely gotta stretch.
Okay, so I gotta pop these the tail lights and reverse lights out again and put them back in because we noticed once we started hooking up the wiring that the plug is on the bottom, so that means the wires go up and kink down. We're gonna put it like that so the wires go straight down.
That's your home. Go in your home.
Okay, my side is done, so now all the plugs are on top so the wires will go straight down and not be kinked anywhere. We're done, back it in, close shop up and go home for the night.
All right, so it is the next day and I'm getting all the wiring buttoned up. Hillbilly and the guys got this bed set down last night, so he's gonna work on getting it all bolted up, and then the fuel filler next, and try to get this flatbed buttoned up because I've got to polish it and ceramic coat it still. So I've got a lot of stuff to do.
I'm gonna crawl under and get springs and nuts put on the U-bolts. So one thing I like to do is I like to put one of them on, one of the nuts on, so that way I can hold it while I put the spring and nut on the other side, and then once I get the spring and nut on, then I can take that nut back off and tighten them down. I like to put them where they're flush. The threads are flush with the bottom of the nut, so that way it gives you more room up top to hook chains. Those are now done. Getting these back brackets bolted from the frame to the back part of the bed that we built.
I'm gonna slide the wiring up above that. All right, I'm gonna plug this in and then we're gonna test them.
The right brake lights are on.
I think I might have blown a fuse on the tail light. Now the tail lights aren't working. It isn't one thing, it's always another. All right, so we had an issue with a fuse. I must have touched some wires. We popped the taillight circuit. So Hillbilly found the fuse, we got it changed. Steve ran down to Napa, got us a fuse assortment, got it put in, but it's just this little baby 15 amp fuse popped. So anyway, Hillbilly's gonna try it. I think we've got the wires all hooked up correctly now, and we're gonna test them, so hit it. Woo, perfect. Okay, hit the blinkers. Okay. It'll probably just need a resistor in this side. Let me just double check the front blinker. Yeah. So that tail light's gonna need a resistor, so we'll let Matt know so we can change that. Let's try the tail lights. Heck yeah. License plates on, brake lights work, reverse lights work. We've got this bed just about fully done. We've got the ball in the center. We've got the chain hooks. The only thing left to do is pull it out, take a look at it. I'm actually thinking that we're not gonna need leaf springs because this thing's sitting very level the way it is without air in the airbags. I've got to polish it, ceramic coat it, and get everything finished. So make sure you guys click that link in the description. Get yourself some of this ceramic spray. It's awesome stuff. BlueSteel is gonna look amazing and it's gonna be protected, and yours can be protected just as good by clicking the link in the description and heading over to the website and getting you some. Now that we've got the flatbed completely done, I'm gonna polish this back door so we can get this all finished up. And then I'm gonna ceramic coat it. Because I'm super lazy, I've got quick detailer. I'm not gonna wash this until the end. I'm just gonna wipe down this door where I can get a nice view of what I need to polish. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna grab some tape and I'm gonna hurry and tape off my black moldings. And then I'm gonna use my wool pad and I'm gonna hurry and put a cut on this to try to get rid of this scratch here and a few other scratches. And the reason I'm gonna tape this off is it's just easier to clean up. This way, when I get done buffing, I won't have to wipe all these moldings off. I'm gonna load my pad up, and I'm gonna start compounding this door. And I'm gonna do a wool cut. This is a heavy cut with wool and #1 compound. So I'm gonna hurry and heavy cut it. Then we're gonna grab my Rupes and do a 2-step after that. I'm going a little bit harder pressure on that area because I've got the scratch I want to get out. Down here, I'm just going to run over it. Whenever I polish, I like to clean up my compound in between changeouts. So I'm going to be using the same compound just with a different style buffer. I'm going to be using my DA buffer, my Rupes. Especially when we sand, we do scratch deletes. Well, now we're just gonna delete all our swirl marks. So out in the sun, this thing would look crazy swirly. But you can see just a 1-step wool pad has already eliminated all the scratching. Right, so I just got this all wiped off. Got my 2nd step finished. Now all I'm gonna do is polish it.
So shiny.
Very nice. It's very nice. All right, so now that we've got it polished, tape coming off, we're gonna do our final cleanup before we coat it. So I'm gonna wipe it and then I'm gonna use the detailing spray to get it, the quick detailer, to get it all kind of nice and good like. And then we're still gonna wash this, but just not right now. We'll wash it right before we take it back down to Hurricane. We have something super cool coming today. Can't tell you guys what it is, but you're gonna enjoy it, and so is Matt. It's getting dropped off. Any guesses? Drop a comment. Let us know what you think we're gonna be giving Matt. I don't think anybody besides the owner of what it was will know what we're giving.
And me.
Oh, and Emery, she knows.
I know.
But you're not gonna be able to bribe it out of her.
You could bribe it out of me.
She's bribable. All right. Our quick detailer on here. Wipe it off. It even smells super good.
Way good.
Okay, so that is a buffed and polished back door. So BlueSteel looks very good again. Now we're gonna use our Avalon King Armor Shield Light, and I'm gonna show you guys how quick this quick spray ceramic works. Literally, you just spray it on. And then I like to put a little bit on my rag. This goes on plastic, it goes on glass, it goes on everything. So what you wanna do is you wanna rub it in. I'm just gonna wipe it into the glass. You don't have to polish it dry because we're gonna be coming back with the dry side of the rag here in just a minute. I'm wiping it clean. So this stuff smells so good. I'm just gonna keep wiping this in, get it all coated. This is gonna make the paint hydrophobic. It's gonna help. So mud, dirt, and bird poop, you know, all the things that get on everything, it's not gonna allow it to stick to the clear coat. And you don't have to wait I think it's 2 to 5 days with the Armor Shield 9 when you ceramic coat it with that. So this is a lot quicker. So now I'm just going through and just wiping it dry. And this is so slick, my rag almost jumps out of my hand. Before we go and see the surprise for Matt, I've got one more thing I've got to do. So the washer squirter came today. We just got to put it in the hood, and then the guy should be here. That's that. That is as simple as it gets for the new Armor Spray light. The very last piece of the puzzle. Windshield squirter. You guys may remember when I took this out without breaking it, then I broke it. Installed.
Oh, there we go. There's the hose.
All right, done. I'm gonna pull the truck out, we're gonna take a look at it, and then the guy is here, so can't wait to show you guys.
But for real, you guys, you can't even tell which door wasn't painted and which one was painted because it looks so.
Look at that! That is so shiny. Yeah, you can't even tell that I painted it.
No.
That's the point. And some of you might have wondered why I skipped the door. This is why. Still has factory paint. So here's your first look at BlueSteel in all its beautiful glory. All repaired, put back together, brand new steel bed, custom built just for Matt's truck. Log front bumper, all powder coated by Kevin at Powder Trim Coatings, the best powder coater I've ever met. Make sure you guys use him. Let's go check out what we got. All right, so we have an awesome delivery here.
What is it?
You guys are never gonna believe what it is.
What is it?
You'll have to see. It's for Matt though. That looks awesome.
Holy cow, Matt's gonna love it.